good evening. Welcome to Terrain Vague. This is a television show, and we're going to have conversation and stuff. And today we have I'm here with my brother Jacob, and I'm Jared. We're brothers, as usual. And we're going to be talking to some artists today and talking about art. We have Scott Medlen, who is an artist. He's sitting here in studio to my left.
Welcome, Scott.
And then we also have a guest via Skype, Benjamin Marion Cockfield. So right here on a computer via Skype. It's not because he's lazy. He would have driven down here, but he's actually in Germany right now. So we are currently...
Hello.
Yeah, say hi. We are currently intercontinental. So we'll be starting off interviewing you in just a second. Anything else going on? Anything pertinent going on, Jake? Any news?
Any news?
I'm
not cut up.
What?
No.
No. All right, yeah. So things are just...
we do have a studio audience.
Yes, we have a studio audience.
Woo!
Studio audience is always welcome to enjoy and...
That's pretty pertinent.
In the audience. Yeah.
Current.
So, Benjamin, we'll start with you in case Skype goes out or something. Skype's a technology. Hey, I'm talking at you. And so I'm going to have trouble not calling you Radar. I met you many years ago as Radar, so I hope that's okay if I call you Radar.
Just, do whatever feels natural, man. Go follow your heart.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, you're an intercontinental kind of guy. I've known you to reside in different states and different areas. So how'd you end up in Germany?
Oh, man, a number of circumstances. I mean, this Korean kid's got his finger on a red button, and there's winds coming from all directions, and there was a girl involved, and there was a coffee creamy black man with a Cheshire smile, and it's a fairy tale. So,
Scott's whispering it was the girl. I think that's usually the more likely case, right?
Yeah.
So you're an artist, right?
Yeah, I guess so. If this is this artist special, I'll be an artist, yeah.
Well, you're a man of many talents. We could focus on any of them you prefer. I was checking out your website, benjaminmarioncockfield.com.
You did?
You got many talents. What is your prima facie focus right now? What's getting you excited?
I'm excited about these little films that I've been sprinkling on. I've been kind of just taking the steering wheel lately and making little films with my girl's camera. And she's got a laptop too, which I'm also utilizing at the moment. And so, yeah, I'm making films like never before.
Cool.
And
yeah, I saw them. I checked out some on your website and your Vimeo, and they're quite inspiring. So, are you the kind of artist who is kind of inspired by the tools you have most readily available at hand? And
Genau.
Huh?
Genau.
Genau? What? What's genau mean?
It means exactly. Or,
okay.
That's correct.
So
very
inspiration
confusing.
will strike you and kind of direct you in a new direction.
Genau.
Genau?
That's very confusing because it has no sound in it.
Genau. No is in genau.
Yeah.
Is in genau.
How do you say yes? Yes. Wait, how
Yeah,
do you say no? Yes.
Yes.
There's ja.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
That's
Of course,
versteht sich.
Of course, that makes complete sense.
There's klar, which is clearly it's it's a bit snappy sometimes. It's like sure, or
Klar.
klar, like it's clear.
Sounds kind of like a question, like you're not quite sure what the person's like.
Right.
Klar?
Klar.
Let me help viewers peep your website real quick because I thought this was cool, and it's been years since I checked out your work, and I don't know German again, but you got paintings on here, and this is benjaminmarioncockfield.com.
An original Cockfield.
You got paintings, animations.
Those are nice.
Awesome. Yeah, and these are really cool illustrations. I was digging your stuff. Like I said, it's been a lot of years since I saw your work. And film.
Boom.
Can we see one?
Yeah, we're going to be able to see
Yeah,
one
we'll
of these.
watch one in a minute, but do you do your own web design?
There's like this program that I use that you don't have to know computer language or anything. You just kind of click and drag and stuff.
Well,
But I
wait.
designed it. Yes, I assembled the boxes and the rows which I fancied.
Well, I was impressed. You
I
don't
fancy
need
those
to
rows too.
temper my impression. I mean, I got one of those. I got like Dreamweaver. I got that too, but mine still doesn't come out looking as nice as yours.
Are you getting?
Oh.
Yeah. Are you getting thirsty, Ben? I'm gonna pour you a little
me?
bit more
Are you getting thirsty?
water.
Yeah. Pour water on me, and I'll drink this at the same time, and it'll
Okay, so maybe we
intercontinental
can
sip.
take a. Do you want to take a look at one of your videos? I was checking out. You have a trailer for one of your upcoming movies. It's not even a. It's just a. It's a trailer, but it's almost like a complete work in itself. I was moved by the end of the trailer. Should we check
Which
that
every
out?
trailer should be, every trailer should be a little piece on its own.
Should we check that out and then yak about it?
Yeah, let's do it. Turn the bass up.
So that should be on at TBC 1, I reckon. That video. It'll be ready in a second.
Roll the clip.
There we go.
Roll it.
You can kind of see it then.
Yeah. Crazy watching all this.
Top off.
Cool.
That was just the trailer for the film.
So that is the trailer for Water. I dig it. I like
What's
the
what would
I like the kind of the
Reflections.
use of reflections, and
in
also in a
reverse
way
shots
kind of
like
reflects
time
the
reverse?
swans with the family.
Yeah. What would what would you say the overall theme of this film would be?
You know, that's a very good question, Jake.
Yeah, thank you.
I think what you don't see in the trailer is the overall theme, which is kind of still in the works.
Okay.
And you know, you don't see any of the interference patterns. It's kind of all about interference patterns or reflections, as you would say. But I kind of just made it a jungle of clips just to show you how much what different bodies of water are going to be in it. You know, how many characters we got, and but mostly it's about interference patterns.
It's a taster sample. No, I definitely caught the theme of a reflection in there.
It's tranquil.
So when can we expect to see the full cut?
I don't know, man. I'm on my own. I'm a full crew. Just so as soon as I can do it. Hopefully within the next month or two.
Yeah, well, me and Jake know how that goes.
Yeah.
Skeleton crew. Scrappy out in the Black Forest, right? What's the Black Forest like?
It's black. It's right behind me here, and
that's a whole
can you
lot
see
of black.
me?
I could see a window with pure darkness.
Yeah. That's what it looks like right now.
Is there a lot of ham fields? Like fields of ham farmers? Yeah.
Ham?
You know, that's what I expected. Just deli meat hanging everywhere with
Black Forest ham,
honey encrusted.
right?
Oh man.
Or gummy bears.
I didn't
That's
make.
Black
I
Forest
made a
gummy bears.
connection.
Is your window open?
Yeah.
Can you like yodel out of it? You ever do that?
Yeah, but you know, you create a yodeling war with the Deutsch, and you know, you don't want to do that.
No, especially if you're not native.
Yeah, I don't want to set them off. Cool, man. Well, we're probably going to talk to Scott. Anything else you want to add, Benjamin?
No, man.
You can hang out here on Skype and chime in, right?
Yeah, I'll
What's more
chime away.
comfortable if you look at me or if you look at the TV or look at Jake or look at Scott? Which would you prefer?
Can I look at you 60% of the time with a bit of the TV in there, and then I want 20% Jake, 20% Scott,
That's a
and
good
the
split.
groupies.
We'll try to make that happen.
Yeah.
So, Scott, thanks for talking to us, Benjamin. Scott,
Hi.
how's it going?
Good yourself.
Good.
Good.
I also known you for a long time.
Long
and you're
time.
also an artist.
Yeah.
And you're a lot of things. You've been
And quite an interesting man, according to that graphic.
Yes. You've worked.
Really?
You played. Your band Hammer Horror Classics played on one of our earlier
Here.
productions right here for a Halloween special.
A year ago.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
No, like 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Almost. Yeah. October. Time
Christ.
flies.
Yeah.
So you're a musician, an artist, a really Renaissance man.
Yeah. And I've had a lot of day jobs too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it takes.
Don't we all? Yeah.
Income.
Yes. You got to pay for the paints and the
Yeah.
canvas.
Uh-huh.
And we have been. I didn't mention this, but we have been sitting amongst a forest of your art.
Yeah. Not a black forest.
No,
as
but
per
black.
A black,
there,
It's called an easel. I think. Or
a
not
black
an
easel
Black easel.
forest
forest.
Yeah.
of paintings.
So tell us about your art.
Well, I work with acrylics mostly, largely because they dry so quickly. I worked with oils in the past, and they're fun and everything, just to work with the texture. But when I do a piece, I want to get it done in at least 8 hours.
Yeah.
So I can be kind of a factory. Like, I've got 3 pieces here, but I don't know how many I've actually done.
Yeah.
Quite a few I've given out to friends, some that I've sold. Others have just gotten lost in the sands of time.
Yeah. And I visited your studio. You had like 8 or 9 or something. You had a bunch going all at once.
Yep.
I'm going to show Ben some of the paintings.
That's fine. Yeah. So
Oh, thank you,
I can get a
Jake.
feeling for what's going
Pretty
on
good
in your
one, right?
paintings. What inspires you though to?
I kind of want to get a closer look at that one. It looks like a bird skull.
Here,
with,
walk them over there. But
I'm
be
gonna
careful with
walk
it.
over. I don't want
So
to kick this water over.
what inspires them?
A lot of things. Movie stills, photographs. Sometimes I'll just be staring in one spot for a long period of time, and then just like, that's it right there.
Yeah.
That needs to be painted, so I paint it.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. I could go into metaphor, but
it looks like a thumbs up.
So Do you name your paintings or?
Yeah.
What's this one called?
Chicken head with guts.
Oh,
yes.
Like,
if I was to
like
name
I said,
that
simple.
painting, I think that's what I would name it.
Chicken head with guts.
Chicken head with
Well, I like this one because it's kind of like grotesque and stuff, but at the same time, I could see it on as part of like a mural in some like grocery store too, kind of like we sell these things like next to the butcher department.
If only.
So I mean, it's like
chicken heads and guts.
It comes off as like a utilitarian, like something you'd see in a 1950s supermarket. Then also a dark.
That would be great.
I don't get that at all.
What do you? Oh.
I got that image from a my good friend Lauren. She's living in Seattle at the moment, but she gave me a. It came directly from a photograph that she gave when she was moving. She gave out this frame with this photo. I broke the frame recently because it just fell on the ground, cracked. So I had to do something with the photo, and I wanted to commemorate it. So photos going in the file, paintings going up on the wall.
Cool. Nice. Yeah. She took that photo?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I've noticed a lot of the paintings I've seen, maybe not here, maybe this one, seem inspired by movies.
Yep.
Classic
You
movies.
just said that like 10 seconds ago.
I wasn't listening. I was showing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't let my bad habits rub off.
I know. I'm starting to.
It's
starting
genetic.
To interview like
Finish
Jared
your
now.
thought. We can repeat ourselves.
Is there any? Did we talk about genres?
No, we didn't get deep.
I wanted to get into genres. Is there any particular genre that inspires you?
For a good amount of time, it was stills from horror movies, classic horror movies, B movies. I often wanted to get photos where you wouldn't exactly recognize the movie per se. Like it'd be kind of out of context. Actually, this is probably the most recognizable one. This is from Alfred Hitchcock's classic Psycho.
Oh, yeah.
Where the detective, when he's looking for Norman Bates' mother, walking upstairs, he finds her, she stabs him.
Yeah.
See the cut across, and he falls back the staircase to his death. And found the photo, and in the original photo that I did was about an inch by inch, like just tiny little photo. And so I was very proud that I could actually like reproduce this on that scale from just a tiny photo. So
it's kind of like almost abstracted too, reduced and it's more contrasty. So is that part of it that came through the process?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of negative space. I love negative space for the fact that I can play with the texture and hopefully cause a little abstraction within the confines of the negative space. Just so I can work with the texture. It's a lot of fun not totally pertaining to the subject.
You'll be showing paintings soon in Unleashed Gallery in Redwood City in October?
In October. Right? My good friend George is curating. It's a show in October. No specific date yet, but go by the gallery and ask him personally. Unleashed Gallery on Broadway, 2744 Broadway.
Cool.
George is the man to talk to.
Excellent. Yeah, he's a friend of the show too.
He came on the show.
And a personal friend, I'd say. So he was teaching me Magic the Gathering the other night. So I'll definitely go check that out. Are you showing these, or you got some new stuff, or?
I might be showing these. I've got some newer pieces in the works, plus some older pieces that I want to sell off.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that are available.
Yeah.
And as a disclaimer, never mind. Forgot I said anything.
You would never sell your work.
No.
And this would not be the proper platform for that.
Good Lord. What are you?
Behavior. How dare you? How dare you even think of that?
We'll talk.
Studio audience and audience at home. How dare you even?
So what else gets you going, Scott? Other than painting.
Music. Love the music. Currently not in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you were looking. I'm sorry, I saw a bug under here. I heard you were looking for a new band or a new outlet for your music.
The house that I'm renting currently, I'm very happy about because we have a basement and no real neighbors, so I don't get to interfere with the city noise ordinance in any regards. We have auto body shops on our left behind us, and then this abandoned house, which I'm guessing they just use for storage on the right.
Huh.
And yeah, the only compromise is we annoy my roommates, which we just discuss things ahead of time.
Jake's about to tell you how he plays drums.
No, I wasn't. I already, when I gave him a ride to the studio, I already told him all that. So I wasn't going to bore everybody with that because the audience already knows that.
They do?
I played drums on one of the episodes.
What if they're just tuning in?
And so people know that you play drums? Play drums well?
Yeah, there's a big difference.
How is he on saxophone, though, is my question.
Better than drums.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's true.
You're fine on drums.
I can handle the drums. They're my third best instrument, I would say.
Yeah. And Benjamin's a musician too. Just throwing it out there, right, Benjamin?
That's right.
Mantar.
Oh yeah, Mantar's still alive and strong, intercontinentally, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. We got artists.
Are you going to explain what Mantar was, or
What is
just leave it
Mantar?
out there?
Musical art collective. Benjamin's a part of. Recall.
I don't know. Huh? What?
Nothing. It's cool. Do you guys want to play a game?
Yeah,
Play a little game.
yeah.
So, Benjamin, you'll have to look at our radar, look at our Facebook page or something, and
Yeah, I'm
I'll show it to
trying
Scott here.
to find out where are y'all? Like, Paulo, Brazil, or something?
Yep.
what?
Are we in Brazil?
Yeah.
And we're
Sao
in
Paulo.
Palo Alto.
Sao Paulo, Brazil.
So we
Palo
got
Alto.
a bit.
Oh, jeez.
Write that movie. Okay.
Mike Magic, so can you talk?
Okay.
Yes. So we have a new
Okay.
bit we debuted last episode called "Write That Movie." Okay.
Okay.
Um,
It's like
and-
pasta.
It's, pasta. Okay.
Okay.
So in this bit, Jared has made a hypothetical movie poster, and we go around the table and we say what that movie will look like by looking at just the poster. So we have the title. The title for this one is "Of a Feather."
Yeah, of a feather.
It seems to be starring Robin Williams, Ice Cube, and Maggie Gyllenhaal. So we can assume Jake Gyllenhaal may have a guest appearance as well in this. The tagline is "The birds fly the coop this summer."
I
And
wrestled with it. Maybe it was going to say this summer.
So there's a
This
so-
summer,
Coop, but I
Birds fly
liked
the
it
coop.
better.
So there's a soccer theme, or is it just that's?
there's
I
a
don't know,
soccer
that's what we need to-
ball, so there could be a soccer theme. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I
do
don't
you want to?
understand. Are they gonna have human heads on animal bodies? in
That's
the
what it
movies,
looks
or is
like.
that
Yeah.
just-
That's what it looks like.
And then
So-
you can make that a plot point to explain it, or we
Robin
could just-
Williams does not
I
look
think we-
happy to be.
I'm thinking it
Of
takes
a
place
feather.
in the future, you
Okay.
know, and these famous actors' heads have been preserved,
Okay.
and they feel
Oh.
like
Futurama style.
you know, they match animals to actors. So Robin
Yes.
Williams, of course, is a hen with a machine gun,
Right.
you know, laying
course.
eggs and killing kids.
Or his eggs would be grenades, I would imagine.
And what Ice Cube's a bird too. I mean,
He looks like a puffin.
Yeah, he was a penguin
Puffin?
with a soccer
Penguin?
ball. It's the only bird I could find with their foot kind of up in the air, so it could because I really wanted to have in my
And
head.
kick
I
a
was
soccer
like,
ball.
picturing a bird with a soccer ball.
So now, okay, we'll go with it's in the future, obviously, where
yeah.
where only celebrities' heads are preserved, or everybody's are preserved.
This is a silly movie.
I think most semi-famous celebrities,
Okay.
and then you know there's like a camaraderie that builds up in this little you know, it's like a laboratory, an evil laboratory kind of where they hold these actors' heads hostage and they sew them onto different animal bodies, and then Robin Williams gets in cahoots with Cube, and then you know they take Gyllenhaal along for the ride somehow. He gets his hen wing into the trigger of a machine gun,
It's
and they
her
kind
now.
of escape.
Okay. Now,
And so
yeah.
this really seems like a movie that like Rob Schneider. It was probably pitched by Rob Schneider or
yeah,
for Rob
but
Schneider.
Robin Williams picked it up. He liked it so much he took
It was just too good. Well, that was the problem. It was too good.
Let me, yeah.
I was thinking Pixar the whole time, you know.
And we
Just-
put this out to our we put this out to our Facebook group as well, which anyone's free to join at Terrain Vague TV at Facebook. And and
You have
Amy,
suggestions.
yeah, and Amy Rideout Soledo suggested Robin Williams or Ice Cube should at some point scream out, "Tweet this, motherfucker!" And she postulates that they are either these human birds are trying to bring down a cockfighting or human trafficking or money laundering ring, so some kind of criminal caper.
Maybe with the heads. You
Yeah.
go back to the heads and the conspiracy to get the heads onto animal
so
bodies.
the same evil doers that had the heads on bodies experiments that they escaped from are also got their fingers in other crimes.
Rebellion is a common theme.
Okay. But
Yeah.
now
So
they've
the
obviously
theme is-
shrunken the heads to fit the bird bodies.
Either that or
Because of the
supersize the
feet.
birds. Oh, but
No,
that,
because of
that's
the
a normal
feet.
human. So the heads
And the
have
grass,
shrunk
yeah.
as well.
Oh,
So the
at
heads
the
are
end you
shrunk.
find out the birds have taken over,
Oh.
and that's why they're gigantic now.
And they
Wait,
snatch
because
celebrities'
They're not
heads.
gigantic.
But they're not gigantic.
They're not
You see the
gigantic
feet.
because of the feet.
See the feet?
That's a normal human feet in the grass behind them.
You threw a
I see the picture. I'm just going off of memory from one time you showed
Yeah,
me.
he only looked at
Do you
it.
have them on your website or something?
It's on Facebook.
Terrain Vague TV on Facebook.
Facebook.
And
So, Is this going to be an action movie? Because
well,
Robin
there's
Williams
obviously-
has
there's action
the-
sequences.
Okay, the soccer ball is still throwing me off.
Well, he could like kick that ball and knock a guy in the head or something, and then that would be when he'd be like, "Tweet this, motherfucker."
And kick a soccer ball at his head.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, I'm gonna try to change it up a little bit. I think Ice Cube is he's a soccer coach.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm gonna posit a world where it's normal for birds to have human heads.
Okay. But you're totally derailing us at the last hour.
I know, that's why I'm.
You're like the guy who ruins the whole production meeting.
No, I'm throwing out a completely new thing, and maybe it could help us
All right,
along.
fine.
Maybe they
Jesus.
died and came back as birds.
I like the idea of their heads shrink in the process of preserving and putting them. They shrink in the process of preserving.
That
them.
makes sense.
That makes sense, but wouldn't they be more
historically.
like wrinkled?
No, they don't wrinkle. They shrink.
Just perfectly
They
shrink.
shrink
Everything
in a
proportioned.
handsome kind of way, proportional
So
way.
they shrink, but like
There could be like a cloning process,
But
Yeah.
you know,
They've
where
perfected Botox by this time.
Yeah,
And
and
so-
also let me say that. Sorry, Jake, you didn't finish your thought, did you?
that's fine. Yeah,
I cut you off.
I'm used to you cutting me
No,
off.
I
don't
didn't
worry.
like the direction you were going with that because you were like
Right.
negating everything we'd established already,
Yeah, because I was
not
just
adding
trying
to it. Okay, so let me check our friends Cuban
How
Cigar
dare you,
Crisis.
Jake?
I'm sorry.
How dare
Um,
you?
Our friends Cuban Cigar Crisis say, just make sure there's a scene with Robin doing his Groucho Marx impression. Lots of scenes with Maggie laughing, and a recurring gag with Ice Cube looking fed up and going, "God damn!"
See, I think Robin Williams should be the fed up one and giving like Ice Cube's a pep talk, but in a like really bitter, dramatic way, you know,
Yeah.
like kind of like a Goodwill Hunting scene, you know, where
Yeah.
like
I picture this as being Robin Williams' like falling down movie, like like
Right.
Oh,
Michael
he was-
Douglas is
Yeah,
like his turn
yeah.
and fall. This is Robin Williams. Like
Isn't that 1 hour?
I'm a
film, though?
chicken and
no,
I'm
that's
not
where
gonna
he's crazy.
freaking take it anymore.
This is where he's just a regular average man. Here, I'm an average man, and I
I'm fed up. I'm fed up. Heads on the bird.
can't stand it. Yeah.
I think we might have lost Ben there.
Oh, bye, Ben.
Well, we need to go to
He lost us.
we need to go back. We need to go to our next bit, which is social studies. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you guys,
Which Ben doesn't like. He already told us.
He told us
that's his least favorite
how fair
bit.
he
So
hates
it's
that bit.
that's probably why he hung up.
Yeah. So okay. So let's
knew
go
it was
to
coming up.
social studies on TBZ one
Give it up.
on the roll tape.
Get up. Get up. Yep. There we go. What's that?
Social studies.
What's this? Oh, there we go.
There was a weird. Yeah, that happened.
Good morning, class. Do we have any class clowns in here? I think we do. You know who you are. Anyways, today, this video is all about you and learning to be your best self. If you want to grow up to be a great, handsome buck like me, you should pay attention to this video and get a little self-confidence. Okay, let's watch. Shh, quiet.
If mirrors could speak, they'd say that Windex is poison.
Hi, I'm John, and this is my class.
It's the
This
special
is Vicky,
class.
our teacher. She's nice.
but
It's a
smells
fun
like
class and the
mothballs.
students enjoy themselves. Oh, it's more than that. We're learning all kinds of things, like how to get along with each other.
And use
You know?
real scissors.
I used to
Holy
be a
crap,
clown,
that's scary.
And then I learned to listen. We still got a couple clowns in our class. There's Robbie. He's a sad clown. Always afraid the teacher will ask him a question.
Like, why does a
And
9-year-old
then
have a
there's
beard?
George. He's bothering everybody around.
A young Bruce
And worst
Valanche.
of all, he's such a show-off. He's a loudmouth clown. And then there's Lori.
Why
You
so
can't tell what
serious?
she's thinking, but she thinks nothing of cheating. She tries to get away with everything. Well, almost everything.
Lori takes art class very
What is the
serious.
capital of California?
San Francisco.
Wrong. Robbie? Robbie?
Earth to Robbie.
Never mind, Robbie. How about you, Lori?
Ow, you bruised my lung.
Sacramento.
That's right, Lori. However, I think we ought to thank Jimmy for giving you the answer.
Thanks, Jimmy.
I told you, teacher's not dumb.
She's just an
Put your books
alcoholic.
and papers in place before you leave. Have a good lunch.
Okay, Belle, we get it. It's lunchtime.
A clown is a clown, even in a cafeteria. Why don't you get in line just like everybody else, George? Only dummies do that! Ha, ha, ha!
George is on his
50
third
cents,
lunch.
please. Will there be anything extra? 50 cents, please. Will there be anything extra? 50 cents,
All right, young lady. That's 10 cents more. I want you
10
to see your
cents for
teacher.
milk? No wonder she's forced to steal.
Robbie doesn't do anything. He just sits by himself all the time.
Drawing wieners
Hi,
in the
Robbie.
textbooks.
Mind if I sit down? This sandwich is delicious. How's yours?
I don't know, 'cause George ate mine.
Want to play some ball after lunch?
The face of ennui.
Well, indecipherable yelling back at you.
I'm gonna tell Mrs. Riggs what you did. Go ahead. See if I care.
And let me add,
Sure. That's why nobody wants to play with her. This poor Robbie. All alone.
hey, he's doing the sad Keanu
I wish
meme.
there was something I could do for him.
But he creeps me out.
Huh? Come closer. What for?
Just do as you're told.
Well, sure I do. Hey, who are you? I'm your mirror. I'm you, as others see you. I know what I look like.
An Asian Justin
You know what you
Long.
look like to others? Sure, I look like me. Have a good look.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
Like a sad clown.
Asking him
I'm
to
really sad.
spare
That's
some
what you look like
change.
to others. I do? How'd I get this way? Not listening, not paying attention, thinking about yourself too much and not enough about others. I don't understand what you mean.
You use
Take
big
a closer
words.
look, and you will.
What is the capital of
Whoa.
California?
The glass is on acid.
Robbie? Never
My
mind,
fingers are
Robbie.
snakes.
Never mind.
I must kill them.
Am I that sad? Yes, but you can change if you want to. How? Some of the ways are by caring for other people, by not being afraid to talk directly to people, and by feeling good about yourself. Oh, I'm too scared to do that.
Oh well,
There's nothing
then,
to
never
be
mind.
scared of. Look into your eyes and think good things. Well, okay.
What does good mean?
Robbie looks different. Hey, you're right. What'd you do to yourself? Oh, nothing.
I'll never
Do
tell.
you feel better? Oh, yes, and I look better, too. I'm not sad anymore, and I don't look like a clown.
You still look like a clown in that shirt.
If you always remember to look, to listen, to pay attention. If you don't, there's always a chance you'll turn back to one. There is? Oh, sure. You've got to be as good inside as well as outside. That comes with hard work and caring about others. I get it. Gee, thanks, Mirror, for changing me back. Don't thank me. You did it all by yourself.
And I'm not even gonna question if talking to a mirror is a sign of insanity.
Why won't you let me play this game? When you start acting nice, maybe we'll let you play with us. Nobody likes a clown.
Especially
Who's a
one on the
clown?
rag.
You are. I'm not. Have you seen yourself in the mirror lately? No, I don't have to. I know what I look like.
A contestant from Toddlers and Tiaras.
I thought I saw a clown. Well, it looks like it can't be. Me? A clown?
What a preposterous hypothesis!
You. What do you mean it's me? I am you, and you are me.
Whoa, this mirror just blew my mind.
Only when you're not nice to others and do bad things.
So, yes.
Do I have to go around for the rest of my life looking like this? No.
You could always get plastic surgery.
I really don't. Then think how you were. How do I do that? By trying not to hurt, cheat, or lie anymore. I never did anything bad. Honest. Look at yourself real close.
Oh my god, a pimple.
That's a bit of an exaggerated reenactment.
Thief!
You can't have any pudding until you've eaten your meat. How can you have any pudding until you've eaten your meat?
Honest, I didn't mean to steal. I don't want to go to jail. I'll never do it again.
That's exactly what I tell Mom every time I get caught.
No, I was just thinking about what you said. Well? I swear I'll never hurt, cheat, or lie in my life again. Good. Now close your eyes and think about acting good to others. Okay.
Okay.
Now open your eyes.
I'm not seeing a difference.
Wow, that's better. How long does it last? Only as long as you're honest to yourself and others. It's a lot better than being a clown. True, but if you ever start doing bad things again, you will look like you did before. Thanks. I'll remember. Really. Well, so long. Good luck.
I guess
and
magic
remember,
mirrors
if you
don't
get that
make you
old
a better
feeling
actor.
again, look yourself in the mirror and ask why. Sure will. Throw it to me! Throw it to me!
Jesus!
You tricked me! No, I didn't! You
I expected her to come up with half a face.
You anymore. See if I care!
Well, that ended nicely and calmly.
Have fun? Sure, always do. Ever thought what you look like to others? No, never thought of it. Hey, you're a talking mirror. Know any other tricks? I'm not a trick mirror. What you see is what you are. Well, I see a clown.
A diabetic
Right.
clown.
I can't change the way you act. Only you can do that. You mean I'm a real clown? No, a bad clown.
Isn't it redundant
I
to
am?
say bad
Sure,
clown?
you've been a pest ever since you've been in school. No, really? Don't you want to change? You mean you don't want to change to something other than a bad clown? I'm not a bad clown. George really wants to change, but doesn't know
Yeah,
how.
he really
You know,
looks like he wants
some
to
people see
change.
it, some people don't. Take Lori, for instance.
She looks like she
Doesn't
cuts her
look
own
different?
hair.
She's learning to listen and learn. The kids like her better. Wonder if it's gonna last. And Robbie, he's not sad anymore.
Well,
He
not
has
on the
proudness,
outside, at least.
And he's looking up for a change. Gosh, I hope he stays that way. And oh well, George, there's always one, isn't there? Some people never change. I don't know. Maybe they really want to, but they're sort of afraid to change. When is the last time you had a good look at yourself in the mirror?
Right after I had a great dump.
So, you see, class, how you act reflects what kind of person you are. You don't want people to think you're a clown. Class dismissed!
Yeah, I know, but it's better than having a green screen there.
All right, so we're
welcome
we're
back.
back to fighting about social studies again.
We're fighting about the editing of social studies. But we're going to move on to a segment called Subjected, Scott, are you familiar with Subjected?
No, tell me about
You
Subjected.
guys need some water here?
Benjamin, are you familiar with the Subjected?
Yeah, familiar.
So, if we could have the graphic for that, because I actually forgot the name of the movie and I need to see it.
Oh.
So
Here's
we're
the
gonna talk
problem.
about Just Crazy Enough.
Here's the
on
problem with
Subjected
this
today.
movie, to make it hard to find,
Chris Kattan.
is it's just crazy enough sometimes, and the
Yeah.
other times it's crazy enough. They
Oh.
leave off the just part.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
That's right. I was looking it up, and sometimes it was crazy
Enough, and
or
sometimes it's
just
just
crazy enough. I
So,
think.
which is not a good sign for a movie if it doesn't have one title. It has a couple different titles.
Yeah. And let's
Or if nobody was aware that it actually ever came out.
Let's
I
just
never
say,
saw it.
Usually on Subjected, I make Jake watch something or read or look at something that he doesn't want to, and we do two different things. But on this one, this was both something. There would be no circumstances either of us would ever watch Crazy Enough with Chris Kattan.
I doubt that.
Unless it was in this context.
Right. I think
of-
you really wanted to watch it, but were embarrassed, and so
Yeah.
you decided to bring it up as, oh, we'll do the subjective, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
No, you really just wanted to watch it.
No, I did, but I couldn't justify watching it unless it was for this.
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
So yes.
So let's get into this movie. The first thing I want to say about this movie is the poster promises something.
Right. That
The
it does
promise
not
is
deliver.
you're gonna have
Can we see the poster again?
You're gonna have Chris Kattan.
You're gonna have Chris Kattan cradling Chris Kattan.
So it's
There's
one of
gonna
those.
be-
It's one of those split screen twin movies, right?
Except for the fact that in no part is it ever split screen, and
Yeah.
do they ever appear at the same time on camera?
The only thing I saw was
completely
like an interview with the body double of Chris Kattan.
Right. There is
Yeah.
there's one shot at the end where he's like talking to
There's
himself.
like 3 shots, and
but
then
it's
he's a
like the
body
over
double.
the- yeah,
and the
so
body
the
double
shoulder.
looked like a 15-year-old child.
Right. And at one point he like cradles his head, which is
Yeah.
really weird.
How old was the body double when you saw the interview? 'Cause I was
How
like-
old was he?
Yeah,
'cause
I
I'm
thought
like,
he was
that's
a
the
young
back
teen
of a
too.
head of
He
a
looked
of a
like either
15-year-old boy.
late 30s, early 40s, and he wanted to get into serious acting,
Yeah.
other than Chris Kattan's body double.
But even stuff like Parent Trap back in the day, they at least would give you a couple split
Right.
screen shots.
Right.
This they completely avoided having the two Cattans come together.
I mean, it's understandably why, because they had a small budget, so it was going
I
to look
don't care.
cheesy if it did.
See that?
But here's the
I
thing
would trust
too.
you editing a split screen with that.
But here's the thing too. I didn't mind it that much, knowing it was a low budget movie,
Yeah.
straight to video. My big thing with this movie was I thought it was like I couldn't help but compare it to Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
And all I could say was how much better this movie is compared to Jack and Jill.
This movie's better than Jack and
Yeah,
Jill?
because Jack and Jill does the same thing, but it was released in theaters, wide release, almost $100 million budget, I think. I think it had like an $80 million budget.
Take over for me.
And the same thing, at no point are they sharing the screen except for maybe 2 scenes, and when they are, it's worse green screen or split screen than Parent Trap.
Yeah.
The original.
This movie brought to mind the Jackie Chan movie,
The Twin Dragons.
Twin Dragons. I was hoping.
At least they tried in that one.
I was hoping this would be a Twin Dragons, where the great thing about that movie is they not only tried to composite them in together and make it really complex, where you'd see the characters actually pass in front of each other and stuff, and they shot for something they couldn't attain with their
Right.
effects budget, and every once in a while, like one of the Jackie Chan's arms would disappear.
Yeah.
And it was like really crazy looking. I was
Yeah.
like, I want something like this to happen in this Chris Kattan.
That would
vehicle.
be, yeah.
I was thinking it was going to be like a multiplicity, which
Yeah.
I didn't see that either.
Multiplicity
was
is another
good.
example
Yeah.
where it's like that movie. I had fun watching. Like
It was a
10
fun
Michael
movie.
Keatons.
Remember how we watched it though? We got it as a free disc when we ordered a pizza. Like they were giving out
That's
free
a good way
movies.
to
Oh,
see
yeah.
a movie.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, let's get Multiplicity.
Yeah.
And so we got a pizza and we watched Multiplicity, and we're like, wow, this is a
I-
good movie to get free with your pizza.
I enjoyed Multiplicity,
Yeah.
but I
It
gotta
usually
say,
helps with anything.
Right.
Like, what if Just Crazy Enough came
If
with
that
your
came
pizza?
with the pizza, it would have been better.
Yeah,
It would have been a
Yeah.
better movie.
I ate
It's not a good movie,
You know,
but it's not like it's also not terrible.
but I feel kind of like cheated by the universe by this movie because I was ready to believe in like some crazy psychic connectedness with the universe. Because like the week prior, of us watching this film, we just got Star Trek Catan,
Star Trek
which is like
Catan?
it's like a play on the game the something of
Settlers
Catan.
of Catan.
Settlers
It's
of
a
Catan.
version of it, but it's Star Trek.
They came out with a Star Trek
Yeah,
version,
themed.
and we're playing it. And I was like, if they ever make an SNL version of this, it's going to be called the Catan of Catan.
Right, which I said was a terrible joke, and I rephrased it much better. How did
I love you, Mango.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was like, this would be if it was the SNL edition.
Yeah.
It'd be the Catan. And then like a week
I know
later, I see this on
Settlers of
Netflix,
Catan
and I was like,
board game.
I think I created this movie with my imagination.
Ben, did you
And
see this
then-
movie?
If you did, you have a.
What movie are y'all talking about anyway? Chris Kattan's?
Chris Kattan's vehicle, Crazy Enough, or sometimes just crazy enough?
No, I'm out of the big movie loop. I just got back in actually.
Yeah.
But Chris Kattan is making movies?
Apparently.
Not really.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Actually, like when you said it promised something that didn't deliver, I thought what it did deliver though was a good Chris Kattan performance.
He was horrible.
No,
It's like
he was. I was surprised. I was pleasantly
There's-
surprised with his performance.
I thought there was
I think
no,
he's a horrible
no
actor.
jokes in this movie.
There was no jokes, but his performance was pretty good, given that there was no
Hey.
jokes.
no jokes.
Because he was seamless. He was seamless from going from like a normal person with like on a bad day
Yeah.
to becoming more and more crazy as the normal person. Then, because one of the guys, it's like twin brothers separated at birth. One,
Yeah.
for some reason,
Okay,
is
now I'm
taken
hearing the
as
plot a bit. See,
right. But one, for some reason, and it's explained in animation, like poor animation at the beginning.
Really bad, like flash.
So
animation.
apparently, like a limo pulls up, drops off 2 babies at like an orphanage, I guess. And for some reason, the guy picks them both up and is like, "Oh, I want this one, but not this one," and
Yeah.
throws it into a cab, and it goes to like an insane asylum.
Yeah.
And they just take it and raise him insane.
And
So-
both of them are kind of like insane in the same
That's-
way.
They're both
It's
very,
just
yeah, they're
like-
both.
There's a central
unhinged.
question there that doesn't really get addressed well, which is like it's almost
in our
like nature
earphone. They can
nurture.
only
You
do
could take
Right.
two identical people and one person with a better starting from a better starting point.
Now, right now, you're thinking more about this movie than the writers ever did.
Yeah, I
though.
know, but that would be the interesting version of this.
That would have been, and that's what kind of was hoping for turn two.
I think
but then
it was just like,
oh,
Chris Kattan wants to do another movie.
yeah.
What do we do?
He's like, oh,
Twins!
twins.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
We could
We
double
can
his
green
salary.
screen it. No, we can't do that. Oh, we'll just
The budget doesn't allow
them
for
in two
green
different
screen.
stories.
Speaking of the budget, I heard it was filmed in Oklahoma, and a lot of locals in Oklahoma got together and were in the movie.
It seemed like there was. Local.
Did they just make the movie themselves?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was like
Rather than get professional people to make it?
Yeah,
That's what it
that's-
seems like when I watched it.
Well,
I think we've spent far too much time
talking
talking about
about
this
Chris
movie.
Kattan.
that
Was this in
no one's
theaters?
gonna watch.
no.
No.
You could see it now on home devices.
Well, you
that
could see it on.
stream.
You could see it on. Yeah, the popular one that starts with an N,
Yeah.
Netflix. But I can't apparently
move
because
on.
every time I
yeah,
turned
let's
it on.
move. Yeah,
I had
I'm
to-
not.
yeah.
I don't want to see this movie.
Okay.
We didn't do our plugs.
I don't
but
wanna
who
see
cares?
it.
Let's just do
Well, how much time
the
do we
Did
have?
You Know show.
Okay. Now,
Oh yeah,
do we have-
yeah,
yeah.
Benjamin, can you hear us enough to play along from home in Germany?
Wait, hold
yeah.
on.
I can hear y'all great. Can you hear me? Cause I love this part.
And Luna can play too.
She can.
She
Now you
knows all
don't let
kinds
me
of
get
shit.
my podium anymore, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
put on my
podium doesn't work
jacket.
so well. We decided.
I think no, you decided.
It's a nice
Well, we'll
jacket.
do the
Thank you.
podium next time, but this
It's got
time
like
we
a
had
red
another-
inlay.
Yes.
Like a. Ooh.
No, it's a Ben Sherman.
All right, so
How do I buzz in?
Okay, so
just like how
well, no. So we're gonna do
Eh.
bird noises to buzz in. Scott has what did you have going for you? What bird noise?
Oh, I like a sparrow.
Okay,
think
let's
it's a
hear
s- I
let's
think
hear
it's
the
sparrow.
That's a good one. Okay, so I was thinking, I saw a swan for Ben. Maybe what's a good German bird?
Maybe just an owl. Like, can you hear the?
Yes, very
Yeah.
nice. Sort of a pigeon owl mixture in Jared.
I'll do.
Okay.
Is that a pterodactyl?
Well, I don't think I
an
can make
insane
that.
man.
No, I thought I was
Jared's
going
an
for
insane man.
pterodactyl.
Okay, so I've revamped this a little bit because
one.
Jared hates this.
So let's just do it.
Okay, so Jared hates this segment so much, the way that I do it normally. So we're gonna do it sort of. Have you played Two Truths and a Lie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you 3 facts. 2 are completely true. 1 is completely false. Not completely, but I've changed it to make it false.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the topic of blood. So all this whole topic is sort of about the human body and relations to the human body. The first topic is blood. Okay? So your first fact for blood. When you put a shell up to your ear, the sound you hear is not the ocean, but rather the blood rushing through the veins in your ears. Okay? The
True.
second one is the red liquid that oozes out of a rare steak is not blood. And the third one is unoxygenated blood is blue. So yes.
The third one's a lie.
The third one is a lie? Okay. Why?
Because I've heard this, and it's not blue. That's just an urban legend.
Okay. Well, anybody else? Oh, actually, we don't need to do noises because everybody can have a turn picking which one. First, second, or third.
Oh, jeez.
The shell is actually blood rushing.
That is truth.
Okay. Red liquid oozing out of your steak is not blood.
I want to say that is truth.
And so you're going to go also with.
I'm going to go
three
also
is false. With unoxygenated blood is blue.
Yes.
All right. Ben?
Yeah, the blue blood. It ain't true.
Okay, you guys are all correct. It looks blue when you look at it in your veins.
Right.
It's actually a very deep red, and it's the blue coloring is called Raleigh scattering, and it's the same thing that makes the sky
Was
look
it kind of
blue.
like your skin's pink, so
Filters are.
red going through pink makes it look blue?
Sort of.
That's what Raleigh scattering means.
No, that's not right at all. But in a way, it's true. It's particles interfering with the light waves bouncing off of minuscule particles.
Sounds like a kid that's not behaving himself. He's Raleigh scattering.
He's Raleigh scattered.
He's
All right,
a
so-
Raleigh
Oh, boy.
scallywag.
Yeah.
Poor boy.
So genes. This one's about genes. Okay, number one, chimps share more of their genome with humans than Neanderthals did. Number two, a one-celled paramecium has nearly double the number of genes as a human cell. And three, some of the human immune system genes are passed down from human and Neanderthal interbreeding.
I think two's. Oh wait.
Yeah. Okay.
So good at
I think
that.
that's his. First of all, that's his
gorgeous.
ringing, not
that
yours.
yours?
Huh?
Yeah, you're pterodactyl. Okay, just
I can't do the pterodactyl
which number?
consistently. It hurts my throat.
okay. Which number?
I think 2 is the lie.
Okay, 2.
Yeah, 2.
2. You guys.
No, maybe 3.
Maybe 3?
I'm going to see 3 as a
No,
lie.
3 I know
3?
for a fact
You can't.
true.
Is that
You're
true?
helping him out, and you're
No.
competing against him.
Oh,
that doesn't
we're
make
competing
sense.
for points?
Yes, this is a game.
Oh.
There's prize to be awarded at the end.
Okay.
Ben,
I'm gonna say they're all lies.
they're all lies.
Yeah,
That's
they're all
not-
lies.
That's not the way the game's played.
Definitive not way to do it.
One can be.
There is 2 that are true and 1 that's false.
I'm
not gonna
calling your
trick-
bluff, bro. They're all lies. Not one of those is true.
Your history books are wrong.
All right. Well,
Saw it in the
according to
museum.
my
The church sent me
research,
to.
according to my research, folks, number 1 is actually false.
Which one's that?
Chimps share more of their genome with humans than Neanderthals did.
No.
Chimps share about 96%,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
Neanderthals shared 99.7%.
Oh, you're kidding. So we were closer to Neanderthals.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But we still have a little bit of them in
That's
us
why we were
now.
able to
Makes sense.
interbreed, making number 3 true as well.
Sounded right.
We could probably interbreed with chimps, just no one's sick enough to try it.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
not
going to
the
go ahead and go to
aliens.
the next
The
question after
aliens,
that.
man.
Let's not dwell on chimps and human interbreeding.
I've got a magazine to publish.
An orangutan, maybe.
All right, tears. Tears. Everybody, tears. Number 1, humans are the only species that can shed emotional tears. Number 2, the smell of a woman's tears will lower the aggression and sexual arousal in men. And number 3, women have larger tear ducts than men, making them cry more easily.
Whoa.
I know this.
Yes.
All right. 1 can't really be proven.
Okay.
2 is definitely true. Any man knows that. 3.
Any real man knows that, right?
What
I like when my woman cries. Love it.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
The third one is also mysterious. What was the third one again?
Women have larger tear ducts than men, making them cry more easily.
I would say it's not because of larger tear ducts. Maybe it's slightly larger, but there's a bunch of other reasons that go into why they cry more. And it's not.
I'm not even sure
maybe
they do
it is.
cry more. I
Maybe
cry
it
a
is.
lot. I
It's
cry a lot
evolved to be
privately.
bigger.
Okay, so you're gonna go with
secret.
Yeah, but do you
Okay.
do tears run?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
yeah,
You're like a
yeah. Like in movies, I
Wait.
cry almost every movie.
You do. You really
What
do.
was the first
that's
one again?
just crazy enough.
Yeah.
Why are
So-
we getting
so-
3 at a time?
Ben's going with number 3 as being completely false, and
Am I?
1 possibly.
No, I didn't say that. I said
improvable.
You
3
didn't say
was
that. You
Oh.
just said your
It's a little
reasoning was fallacious.
mysterious. 2 is true. What
Yeah,
was 1 again?
No, you said 1. Hey, I didn't say 1 was. You
was the
said
first
1
one
was
again?
too mysterious and it's unprovable.
2 is
2
mysterious.
is true.
2 is true.
1, you're saying that women do not have larger tear ducts, causing them to cry more than men.
I'm saying they cry more than men, but it's not,
because of larger tear
the
ducts.
larger tear ducts
Okay.
if they are larger.
So we're gonna go ahead and say that you're going with number 3.
You have to say that.
What was 1 again? I forgot.
Humans are the only species that shed emotional tears.
I think
That can't be proven. You can't look into the emotional spectrum of any animal, but
I've
they
seen
do
a
shed
horse
tears.
cry.
But why do they shed tears? You can't tell me.
I would say Jake thinks 1 is the lie, though. I would say Jake thinks 1 is the lie, but I'm gonna say 2 is the lie.
Okay. 2 is the lie.
Jake thinks
Even
1
though-
is the lie, but I agree.
I'm
with
gonna
him.
say also
I'm gonna-
said number 2 is absolutely true.
I'm gonna go with 3 as
proving you're not a real man by his logic.
Why? What's a
'Cause
real
he said
man
every real
anyways?
man knows that number 2 is true.
I don't care.
Therefore, you're not a real man.
That's just
ain't a
what
real
it
man,
says.
bro.
I wanna say that 1
go for
and
that
3 are
machismo.
false, and only 2 is true.
Okay. Well,
but
so I'm gonna give you guys Ben and Scott points because number 2 is absolutely true.
What?
So
what?
number 2 is absolutely true.
You're
The
saying
smell of women's tears will lower aggression and sexual arousal in men because it lowers their testosterone level.
I don't know. I think there's a fetish.
Number
you're
1
missing out on.
is
All right, we got
at least.
Give us the wrap up because we got
Okay.
to wrap up the show.
How much time do we have?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay. So number 3, and they do cry more easily, but they actually have smaller tear ducts. They're more narrow, and so like
All right. So who won?
Ben was saying, I'm gonna go ahead
like to-
and give that to Ben.
I'd like to thank our guests
Wait.
tonight.
Can I give him a prize?
Yeah, give them a prize.
While you wrap up.
We had Benjamin, Marion, Cockfield. Thank you for being on the show,
He's
my
gonna
friend.
get. I taught myself how to crochet.
awesome.
I think Scott's crying now.
Oh, Scott is crying. Oh,
I'd like to
poor
thank Scott Medlen for being on the show. And I'd like to thank my brother for being a part of the show. His name's
Yeah.
Jacob.
Ah, that's my name. All right, good night,
Thank
everybody.
you for watching Train Vague. You can check us out on Facebook, Train Vague TV.
Cheerio. Oh, thank you.
The Tears of a Clown.
The chimp was so beautiful.
Hey, so do I get my prize?
You do. Here it is. I'm gonna send it to you via internet. There you go.
We'll send you a torrent to download.
Crochet.